Hello. So it's about 8:30. I can check. Yeah, 8:30. And I've been up since 5:20, something like that. I had an amazing turbocharged morning. So welcome to the morning with me. I was so excited about my new access to the masterclass learning program that I got yesterday that I think I woke up early and I was thinking about the one I started yesterday, which is the Chris Voss negotiation class, and it's amazing. Like I think I mentioned the other day, I read his book called Never Split the Difference, but seeing him and how he does it and his really great negotiation style visually on the masterclass, it's just enhancing everything I learned in the book. And also I was thinking about how I could better deal with a certain person in my life that there seems to be a lot of arguments, and I'm trying to figure out, like, why is this happening? I'm giving the person, like, these are the rules, these are my kind of my standards, and I want you to respect them and I'll respect yours as best as we can. Let's just do that. But it's been tricky and working on something like special together, so I want to really collaborate and find like the best third alternative. Always, that's the goal. But sometimes people think that it's do or die when it's really not. It's just let's keep grinding until we find the thing we both love. So I was thinking about a lot of that this morning, and then I read a little chapter of Ego is the Enemy. Then I dove right into the masterclass for 2.5 hours or whatever, and decided to text a friend I haven't talked to for a while, and I'm about to do a video hangout with another friend that we share some good laughs. But I figured I'd say hello here and do another thing. I don't know. I'm enjoying this. I think I'm getting used to holding this camera up. It's gloomy and beautiful out today. I definitely love it. Oh, I have earphones on. I didn't notice that because I'm going to call my friend. I hope this audio is good. What else? Just on the unicycle. I was super excited, and I felt like a ninja in the morning. You know, when you're up so early and the other people in your place, you don't want to wake them up, so you have to just be a ninja, which is cool because it's about awareness. So I love that. Some of the, man, that masterclass is amazing. It makes me want to just practice everything all the time with what he's suggesting. And he does suggest to do it a lot and practice on things and people with low stakes. So, for example, just bargaining with people and relationships that maybe, whatever, if it doesn't go the right way, it's fine. Let's say even someone in the Starbucks, you can negotiate with something and with them and just try it out, and whatever works, not it works. And what's cool is my whole life I actually been doing a lot of the things, but I didn't know exactly what I was doing sometimes, and sometimes I did. And this really solidifies what I don't know and what I've been applying, and that it is working. And ever since one of my first big negotiations was my motorcycle I bought when I was 18 with my college grant money. And I still didn't have that much money to spend on a motorcycle, but I was just dreaming about it for years. So finally I did it. And one of the techniques I was doing, from maybe buying some things on Craigslist beforehand, I don't know exactly where I got it from, was basically getting the other party to understand, it sounds basic, but I did it specifically, to understand how much of a effort and calculations I'm doing to be able to purchase this, and how it's a big deal. And I really took a lot of time to figure this out. So for instance, he was selling the bike for $1,500 or something, the motorcycle. And I knew my top price was like basically $1,200. And he could have been selling for more, I'm not sure, but it was a good deal, I remember. Because he had a custom, it was a 1986 Honda, but it was customed and looked like it was a Harley, which is an expensive look, but it also had this unique thing to it. I'll see if I have a picture of it, if I can find it. It's quite a while ago. And I told him, I offered low first, something like $1,100. And of course he was like not budging. I'm like, I know, it's low. I just don't have that much money and I don't want to insult you. But what do you think about that? He said, no. So I brought it up to like $1,150. He's like, hey, this is pushing it. Like, I had to think about it. I might even have to look at my bank account right now. And then I think I did probably. And then finally we resulted. This is the cool thing that I did that I found out is a great thing to negotiate with, that I still use all the time, is that you need to then come up with a number. Let's say it's closer to your final number. Make it an interesting number. So I said, literally, I was 18 and I said, how about $1,100 or $1,190 or 91, maybe it was 91 and 85 cents. And like I pulled out some pocket. I was like, look, I'll give you the last change I have in my pocket. It's just change, but this is really pushing my limits, and I this is like the max I could do. Anyway, I got a great deal on that bike and I was just so excited. And I learned how to ride the motorcycle that day. It was pretty funny. But as you can see, I'm so excited about the negotiation, because it works with relationships and it makes both people, me and the other person, just win-win, right? That reminds me of a good book called The 7 Healthy Habits of Highly Successful People. I've read that 2 or 3 times and I should do it again. Good morning. And yeah. Man. So this is the state I want to be in most of the time, and sometimes, even though I practice just putting myself in it, like being on this unicycle in the cold, which instantly the cold kind of makes you aware and see the wonders around. Also, just forcing yourself to say hello to someone on the street. Usually you're like, oh, hi, and then they're smiling, so you smile back, and when you smile, your face creates some kind of thing to your brain that like, oh, the endorphins. And there's all these characters out here, it's funny. I always see people that should be in a movie. In one of my movies in the future, I'm always looking at people like that. Whether it's judgment or not, it's definitely fun for me to just think about what they could play. So, yeah, but putting myself in the cold, being on a unicycle, it's really hard to be negative and depressed. And for like half my life, I definitely was there. I was just like a negative creep, and luckily I was a productive negative creep, and I would write songs, hundreds of songs written and recorded places just for me, and maybe those here and there that I want to hear, but I wasn't trying to make really the biggest career off it. I just was doing it for a creative outlet. Of course, hundreds of short skits and weird experiments on the camera I may never show people. Drawings, everything, whatever, but like I was negative, and I wasn't aware of like how to change state and how to decide what do you want and how to get there and all that. And it was great. It was a great journey now looking back, but I think if I could go back and tell my younger self how to not avoid it, but just how to deal with it better, and maybe not dwell on it as long as I did, because there was a lot of dwelling, a lot of times where I would just tell myself, like, I don't deserve to have a girlfriend right now because I'm not good enough at piano. I don't deserve to like go out and have fun with other people because I'm not like I haven't made the best film. And I still like to do things, and I like to only allow myself to do things once I earn them, but I am a little more forgiving with myself now, and I do try to just make sure I balance it up, because if you don't, I mean, what's the point of existing? Anyway, so at a stoplight here. You know what I love about this path is I'm going to show you, they have like little mini libraries that people put free books. I should add some soon. I think I've done it before. But you can just put a book in and then take a book, something like that. I mean, you could just take one, of course, but it's very awesome and unique. I'm going to show you right now. And there's paintings on it, cute little paintings. See? So I think that's beautiful. I'm like signaling with my hands. And you know, I'm so grateful for books. I'm so grateful that we have so much access to books, whether it's on the internet or the real deals, which I really love. I love holding a book, and I'm sure readers feel the same. Though I'm thinking of getting a Kindle someday soon, so I can, when I do longer travels, I can have it on me and be light. I love that. But I've stayed in some other developing countries, and some of them don't have libraries. Like, it's hard to find a library and to just get access to good books. And some of them have, some places have the internet, but it's scarce, so maybe they just don't know. I don't know if they know they have access to stuff, or some are restricted to access. But I'm just grateful that they're here, and one day I would love to find a community that thinks they would want books, or not just want books, but want like a place designated to still go in and read, whether it's the real books or like online electrical books. Electrical. I feel good. Look at this. My hair is like fluffy. Oh, the vanities that creep back in. I would actually prefer to talk to you guys and whoever's listening without having to hold it towards my face and glance at myself. The only reason I'm actually glancing is because as a filmmaker, I like to keep good headroom and kind of framing. It's a hard habit to drop, which I probably shouldn't anyway. But maybe later I'll get one of those devices that they frame your face. I'm just using my phone because I'm unicycling and I need it light. Good morning.
Good one. Good one.
Hello. But yeah, maybe one of those cameras that they locate your face, and I don't have to worry. Even if I'm here, it can the camera will move. I think they're called the DJI Osmo, the mini ones. In time. Yeah, I just want to share some fun things. It's going to be a short video because I'm going to give my friend a call. I'm going to end it on this weird statues. They're really cool, but they're kind of ominous. So I bid you adieu, and hopefully you wouldn't fake it till you make it. Just be real, baby.